the the program, um, the day, the event day, reconciliation, unity, and justice. And I was just wanting to find out what were things that in David's life or in both of your lives that would depict those kinds of those words: justice, reconciliation, and unity.
Unity. Oh, actually, those three words are really good, just describing him
Okay.
and his life and what he stood for and what he worked for. And he was always the reconciler. So he, I think nothing made him happier with what he was doing is when he could bring together groups that historically in the past or from the countries from which they came didn't get along or were actually adversarial
Mhm.
in their relationship, and to show them that in the church that all of those things from their past that kept them apart didn't have to be that way.
Mm.
And so he liked to work with people who were from different places and from different backgrounds, and show everybody and to be in relationship with everybody, that said that the church in the church we can all be together and we can be one, and the unity that we can share by being the church together is a really wonderful way of life.
Mm. Okay. Very good.
Yeah, and you know, in his own life, that was the way that he did things. He expressed things and would and not in a, not making people do things or saying, we gotta do this together, but just because of the way that he was and that he related to other people.
Okay.
that things just kind of moved together, moved forward, and people just just by doing, people related to each other in ways that historically had probably been not the way that they treated each other.
So people in general were of equal value and of equal purpose and standing in his eyes and then in the other people's eyes.
Yes, yeah, I think. And so in his life was a wonderful example of, as I say, he didn't beat on people and say, you have to be nice to each other, or you have to get along, or we have to do this because we're supposed to do this. It was just in his own nature and in his relationships that he did it, and so then people kind of did it also. Other people did it.
And in general, when approaching somebody that maybe a stranger or unfamiliar person, would it be right to say that, well, David knows everybody around here?
Well, that was also true.
We didn't know.
That was also true, yeah. And it may be in any situation, if there was somebody that he didn't know, then I think he would approach them and make it so that, you know, they didn't feel strangers, they didn't feel outside, and he was just a good guy. I think people liked him. He didn't say or do mean things to others or talk bad about others, and he had a way of I guess of expressing and being in relationships with others that was made everybody feel a little bit better about themselves, about the other person, and about the fact of in kind of the assurance that we could do things together.
Yes.
And that's what, you know, that's what the church was about for him.
Yeah. Very good.
That's good. I think this is a good amount.
Okay.
Yep. You gotta take a nap.
Yeah, it's like, well, you remind me a lot of my in-laws, about the same age, and they have their 4 o'clock, everything shuts down, and they have their afternoon snack and then afternoon nap.
Yeah.
Good.
So lastly, Joanne, what would you like to say to our upcoming celebration? You wanna?
That's right. So it's wonderful that everybody can come together, be a part of the church, and remembering back to those long ago days when we said, when 2 or 3 are gathered together, here we are as the church. And because that 2 or 3 were about all that we could gather together, and now to know that of all of the communities of the church, the Asian Pacific Islander communities are probably make up, you know, maybe the largest number of any community group, and make the church that much well, let's see, being the church that much richer of an experience, and to know that, to feel the love that people can have for one another, and to share in being the church.
Good. Right. Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.